Dear Villanova.
Dear Villanova.
Dear Villanova.
Dear Villanova.
I want to thank everybody that's been a part of my journey here.
You brought me people that have helped me in more ways than I could have ever known.
They're people that would look me in the eyes and tell me they believed in me.
Professors who pushed me and taught me to believe in myself and to work hard for what I wanted.
Who set the expectations high and prepared me to meet them.
And I'm so appreciative of all of the work put in by each and every staff member to make our experience top-notch.
The support staff at Villanova has really encouraged me here to excel both athletically and academically. Thank you for giving me coaches that challenge me to go outside my comfort zone.
You have taught me the importance of teamwork, of patience, and of never giving up.
Thank you for teaching me sacrifice, humility, and dedication.
With you, I learned to love waking up
For a lifetime.
Brothers that have my back for the last 4 years and that I know I'll be able to count on for the rest of my life.
All of the memories and the friendships that I've made here.
My experience these last 4 years would not have been the same without you. You've made me eager to keep learning and excited for what's ahead.
Every day, I'm honored to wear Villanova across my chest on that field.
Field hockey brought me to you, but you brought me so much more.
Villanova Athletics has made me feel like I am part of a bigger entity than just myself.
Thank you for introducing me to future leaders and entrepreneurs across every field.
Being a Villanova Wildcat lasts for a lifetime, and if you do it right, you will forge relationships that will endure the test of time.
Villanova will always be my home as a student and as an athlete.
Definitely feel like it's put me in a great spot as a man and as a basketball player.
I cannot thank this whole organization enough for the best 4 years I could have asked for.
One letter cannot fully express my gratitude for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Villanova.
How great was that? Let's give it up for Joe Baker, Ryan Christensen, the team that put that together. Absolutely awesome. Awesome. My name is Mark Jackson. I'm the Director of Athletics, and tonight I also get to be your Master of Ceremony, so I have some more formal responsibilities. Usually I don't read stuff when I speak, but tonight I have to read a lot of stuff, so it's actually an inaugural event for me, because this is the first time I'm going to use readers, potentially, in my life. So I'm entering that next stage. Hey, let's have a blast tonight. Let's just have a good time. Let's keep the energy up. There's no wins or losses tonight. We truly finally get to just celebrate each other with no more pressure. Tonight kicks off the 176th commencement at Villanova University. How about that? 176 years. And I'm going to start with a bunch of thank yous. First, to our athletics facilities and operations. This is the first year we've ever held this event here at the Fitzgerald Club inside the Finneran Pavilion. It's a wonderful, wonderful venue, but a lot of work at a really busy time of year for us. So thanks to all our athletic facilities folks for all you do throughout the year. To our friends at Spectra for all the food and hospitality that they're providing tonight. Let's give it up for Allison Vanella right over there. Allison Vanella. She's the quarterback. She pulls this all together. She has a passion for student-athlete development, and it shows every day. We have all of our head coaches. Our senior administration is here. Friends of the programs, everybody. So it's truly a community event tonight. And speaking of community, the guy that leads it all, this is his first event with us on senior night. Our president, Father Peter Donahue, is here tonight. Okay, as some of you know, I am a parent now with two teenage daughters, one's 17 and one's 16. So the pressure of the beginning end of this spectrum is fully upon the Jackson family. And I do want to commend each and every one of these parents out here tonight for giving us and entrusting us with these wonderful, wonderful student athletes. I get it. I can only hope that someday one of my kids is sitting in a chair next to my wife and I. So can I have all the parents just stand up and be recognized tonight, please? Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, but most importantly, we're here to celebrate about 130 student athletes. And 4 years ago, we started this journey together. I started 4 years ago with this class. And for me, the years have flown by. I get to stay. How cool is that? I don't have to leave. But I can't thank you enough from the bottom of my heart for going on this journey with me together. You've achieved so much, and we'll hear about all those accomplishments as we move through the evening. But I'm truly excited to see what's next. We have a lot of those conversations about what's next, and we talk about, once a Wildcat, always a Wildcat. And so for the next 60, 70, 80 years, you'll be connected to this. And for as long as I'm around, for some of those years, I want to stay connected with you each step of the way. But truly, thank you for all that you've done. It is an unbelievable time to be here. We've all been fortunate, right, over the course of those 4 years to see this profile of the university under Father Peter's leadership dramatically improve. Look at the academic profile, look at the campus landscape, look at the admissions profile, look at fundraising, look at what has all been accomplished under his 13 years. It's a wonderful, wonderful time to be here, and we can't be any more fortunate to be here at this time. And you guys will reap in all those benefits and the connections you make and the Nova Nation and Nova Network, and you'll be tapping into that for the rest of your life. And I'm confident we've prepared you well. Not just we in athletics, but we as a community have prepared you really well. We talk a lot about graduating complete student athletes. They're not here just to perform on the fields and on the courts and in the pools or just in the classroom or in the community. It's a comprehensive approach to student athlete development, and we're committed to that, and your numbers as a class show that. Okay, how about this? Just on the academic front, this class, 130 of you, we've had 59 selections to the national all-academic teams. We've had 291 academic all-conference selections. We've had 363 selections to the Athletic Director's Honor Roll, which recognizes student athletes with an average GPA of 3.2 or better. Okay, let's give it up for that. Yeah. We, as an athletic department, have had 31 consecutive straight semesters of an average GPA of 3.0 or better, and 8 straight semesters of a 3.2 GPA or better. And guess what? Guess what that means, Mrs. Vanella? So that's 8 semesters. I've done the math on this. So you are the first class in history to ever have 8 consecutive semesters of a 3.2 GPA or better. That's an awesome, awesome accomplishment. Okay, for 2 straight years, Villanova has led the nation in our academic progress rate. That means individual teams being nationally recognized for their success in the classroom. This year, we had 17 teams. I've done the math on this too. That's 77% of our teams have been nationally recognized for their academic success. No one else in the country comes close. It's another wonderful, wonderful statement. Congratulations. Okay, now let's embarrass some individuals if we can here. Fulbright scholars, very, very important here at Villanova. I want you to know Villanova has been named a top producer of Fulbright scholars nationwide. This year alone, the university had a record 31 students and alumni be chosen for Fulbright Awards. Incredibly proud that 4 of the recipients and 1 semifinalist are student athletes. And from our senior class alone, congratulations to Ellie Kair. Stand up, Ellie. And semifinalist Taylor Wilson. Stand up, Taylor. Where are you? Congratulations. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, this is a name that we talk about a lot. Bella Berta, where are you? This is going to kill you. I hate to have you stand up. Bella, where are you? Okay. This woman has done it all for us, not only in cross country and track and field, but she earned in her sophomore year the NCAA's Elite 90 Award. She's been a 4.0 student multiple semesters, and now has earned and been awarded a full academic scholarship to attend Cornell University for a master's and PhD program in molecular biology. I can barely even say it, molecular biology. Congratulations, Bella. It's awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. But as we know, when we talk about complete student athletes, it's not just about the classroom, right? It's about our commitment to service and the community and our Augustinian ideals and principles. We all know what those are. And this class alone, over the course of your 4 years to this athletic department, has contributed 12,000 hours to community service. Unbelievable. Yeah, you can clap for that, sure. And you know what they are. This is the Fall Festival. It's the Day of Service. It's, student athletes that have gone across the globe and helped people everywhere. It's a wonderful, wonderful statement. And the best part about it, and I think our head coaches would back this up and all the administration, there's no arm twisting here. We don't make you do any of that. You do it on your own and you're inspired to do it. And I really credit our head coaches for recruiting the right kinds of student athletes that understand and appreciate that culture. There's another element of service here at Villanova that we're really proud of. And I think it's tied to our identity in many ways, and it's the love of our country. And whether it's singing God Bless America at our basketball games or Coach Wright sitting on the bench for Team USA for this next Olympic Games, it's just a part of who we are, and we take great pride in that. And I'm proud to tell you that there are 4 members in this class that have been part of our very, very proud ROTC program, and I'd like them to stand up and be recognized. Michelle Matthews with volleyball. Chucky Smith with football. Kate Stenmoen with water polo. Good job, Kate. And Zach Swenson with cross country and track and field. Okay, I'm sorry. Huh? I can't hear you. Francis, stand up. I'm sorry. I apologize. My fault. Thank you. Okay, Father Peter, we'll get the chance to listen to him in a few minutes, but is a part of our fabric. He travels to games, he's around, he's present. We get to listen to him at the start of every academic year, where he tells us all that winning isn't important, right? You keep coming back to that. And we all smile and nod, but we know winning's important. And we know that we're going to do it the right way with integrity in class. And this class has achieved competitively like no other in my 4 years of being around it. This year alone, we're celebrating 17 national postseason appearances, 20 conference titles, 16 All-Americans, and 207 all-conference honorees. Our men's cross-country team qualified for the NCAA championships this year, first team berth since 2014. Our women's cross-country team absolutely have been killing it for a long time, but it's their 4th straight year of going to the national championships, and 10th in the last 11 years. A great statement. Our men's basketball team, we all follow it closely, 14th NCAA appearance out of the last 15 years, and this class also has a couple of national championships to celebrate under Coach Wright's, Women's basketball, 17th postseason appearance in the last 20 years. They qualified for the WNIT this year. Congratulations to Harry and all the women in that program. Big East success. 19 out of 24 teams. I don't know what the percentage is on that one. Anybody help me out? 19 out of 24. Qualified for conference tournaments this year. That's a new record in the last 4 years. Women's swimming and diving, 6 straight. Big East title. Yeah. Great job. Men's basketball, as we discussed, Big East regular season and tournament titles, 3 regular season titles, 3 tournament titles for this senior class. Women's cross country, we talked about, swept the Big East titles in cross country, indoor and outdoor, not only for this year, but for last year as well. 5th all time that they've won the Triple Crown, and it's a wonderful achievement. Men's track and field swept the indoor and outdoor Big East titles. Women's tennis made the semifinals of the Big East tournament this year. Congratulations, women's tennis. Yeah. And we had a number of teams qualify for their respective Big East tournaments: field hockey, men's lacrosse, women's lacrosse, softball, volleyball. Congratulations. Yeah. It was a wonderful year competitively, but we know what comes first, Father. We understand. We have some individual recognitions, too, out of this class. All-American status. First, TJ Camizio, captain of our lacrosse team, All-American. Where's TJ? Congratulations. Casey Comer, men's cross-country track and field All-American. And Nicole Hutchinson, women's cross-country track and field All-American. Congratulations, Nicole. And this collectively, and we do mean it collectively, when you think about academic success, success in the community, and success competitively, the Big East recognizes that. They annually award an athletic department with the Big East President's Award that symbolizes success in all of those areas. And I'm proud to tell you that we've won that award 3 out of the last 4 years. So congratulations, another great achievement. Okay, but this is the important piece. We can list all the accolades and all of the great things that we do, but the most important thing that we can do as an athletic department is prepare you for what's next. The only thing that's more important than that, I believe, are the relationships you build. And that's through bus rides, it's through trials, it's through tribulations, it's through success. You develop a lifelong relationship. I hope you made your best friends. I hope you meet your husbands and your wives all through this Villanova experience. I hope you carry with you a love for this university for the rest of your lives. My wife and I had reason to pause recently. We had to attend a memorial service for a man that loved Villanova with all his heart and everything that he had. He graduated in 1993. He was a consistent supporter of everything that we do here and battled cancer for the last 3 years. And he knew it was coming to the end, but he had a chance to leave his children. He had 4 children with certain messages for what he wanted them to accomplish and what he wanted them to do. And at the end of the day, the last message that he left them, and he said, if you remember one thing, remember this as you make your decision about college, that if Jesus could have chosen to go to school, he would have picked Villanova. And I think he may have been right. I really do. The more that I'm around here, I think he may have been right. And speaking of Jesus, no one knows Jesus better than Peter, right? Father Peter, the rock the church was built on. But in all honesty, nobody loves Jesus. Villanova, he's our leader. He is the rock in which our success stands upon. Ladies and gentlemen, our president, Father Peter Donahue.
Wow, that's a lot of energy to compete against. First of all, yes, this is the first time that I've been invited to this event. It's been held for a number of years, but normally I'm at many other things, and they always thought they would let me off the hook. But Mark Jackson decided that it was a good time for me to be invited. So when Mark invites, you come. So thank you very much for the invitation. I'm very happy to be here. First of all, congratulations to all of you, and thank you. Thank you for everything that you have given to Villanova over these last several years that you have been here. For the time, the energy, the commitment, the academics, the athletic, all of the things that you have done, for the way you've been involved in this community in one way or another. It is true, I do say to you every year at the beginning of the year that winning is not important. It doesn't mean I don't like to win. It just means there are more important things in life sometimes. And the things you gain from being a team, from the sports you play. So it's not about all the wins you make, but it's about the community that you build and the way you represent the university. And I've often told you that you are probably some of the best ambassadors we have for Villanova. Because wherever you go, whatever you do, the places you go into the country, and with the Big East, you travel all across the East Coast and the Midwest to various and sundry places. You go through bus terminals and rest stops and airports and train stations and all kinds of things, and you're always proudly wearing something that has a V in it. Whether it says Villanova or it has that big V on it in one way or another, you are representing the university. And I have to honestly say, I cannot tell you the number of times I've received messages from people saying, I met your women's softball team on a Jersey Turnpike rest stop, and they are an incredible group of women. I met your swimming and diving group on some Maryland rest stop, and they were so nice to us. So over and over and over again, I hear those compliments, and that's how you continue to promote Villanova in so many different ways. But we give you much more, and quite honestly, you have given us much more. And so, you know, there will always be basketballs and footballs and swimming pools and tracks and baseball fields and softball fields and all of those lacrosse fields and water and field hockey fields that blow water out. I never knew they did that kind of thing. But, you know, there's all kinds of things. Those things will continue to exist. And you've had the opportunity to use them and play on them. But your life will be more than that. And what you've learned here, both on the field and off the field, really is what is going to capture you and carry you throughout life. There will come a time when you will not be able to dive anymore or swim anymore or play basketball or football or field hockey or lacrosse or softball. Those days are going to come. But the lessons you've learned here and what you've gained in terms of the knowledge of yourself and the knowledge of each other and the friendships that you have made will carry you through a lifetime. Recently, a very wise man said to me, it's not about winning and losing, it's about what you learn. What you learn from both of them is what really is important, and how you've grown over the years that you've been here. We love you. We value you. You will always be a part of Villanova. 800 Lancaster Avenue will always be a second home to you. Don't ever, ever hesitate to call upon us, and know that you are always in our heart. And in a very real way, I have met Jesus on this campus in all of you. Congratulations.
Thank you, Father. Okay, just so I can sleep tonight, Francis Garvey, stand up again. John Timone, stand up again, please. Be recognized. Thank you. Okay. Tonight we'll honor our seniors with a gift on behalf of the entire athletics department. The gift is a memento to honor their outstanding efforts in the entirety of class of 2019. The Senior Watch is a gift only graduating Villanova student athletes receive. Each senior will be called up by their coach to the stage to receive their watch. Along with their senior gift, members of Villanova's varsity club are on hand. We have two living legends with us, Rosemary Dempsey and Rita Regan right here, proud members of our varsity club. And they'll present each athlete with a varsity pin. Over 65 years ago, this tradition began when a Villanova athlete reached his or her senior year. They were inducted into an elite campus organization known as the Varsity Club. Members proudly wore a gold V pin indicating their affiliation and enjoyed the special camaraderie this club offered. Today's Varsity Club includes a roster of over 1,600 members, and the V-Pin seniors will be receiving tonight is a symbol that recognizes Villanova's academic success as well as its reputation in athletic excellence. Seniors, as we get started tonight, I'm going to ask you to approach the stage to my right, your left. Please enter over here, and after you receive your watch, we ask that you stay to your right side on the stage for a group picture with your coach and teammates. And to start us off tonight, I'd like to invite the winningest coach in the history of the men's basketball program here at Villanova, Jay Wright, and our longtime field hockey coach, Joni Millhouse, to the stage.
So Jay's very kind of letting me go first. Appreciate that, Jay. I'm really proud of this graduating class because we have a great group of young ladies, and they started their careers by getting us to the Big East tournament as freshmen, and they ended their careers by getting us to back to the Big East tournament as seniors. So real proud of these young ladies and absolutely fantastic parents as well. Our group of field hockey players are Emily Cliggett, Kiwi Camizio, Katie Ebner, Erica Miller, Allison Saya, and Katie Ward.
Let's hear one more time for those ladies. We had a number of seniors, two of them, Eric Pascal and Phil Booth, received their watches last year, so we can't give them another watch. And Tim Delaney was here, but his mother's car broke down, so he went back to help her. So we only have one guy left tonight. But it's pretty cool that we get to honor him by himself because he's been a really big part of our program for 4 years and has got not gotten as many accolades as the other guys, and he deserves it. We have a saying in our program, everybody's role is different, but everyone's status is the same. And this guy has been as much a part of our success as anybody in our program. So we'll bring up our lone senior, Peyton Heck.
Okay. I'd now like to bring up two other legendary coaches in our athletic department. Our head men's cross-country track and field coach, Marcus O'Sullivan, and our head women's cross-country and track and field coach, Gina Procaccio.
We have a pretty big class for track this year. Very special class. They've really accomplished a lot. I'm really proud of all of them. I know they're going to go on and do, some great things after they leave here, and I'm really sad to see them go. So here they are. Okay. Caroline Alcorda. Sammy Bachhoven. Bella Berta. Sophia Calabrese. Nikki Cleary. Nicole Hutchinson. Alex Patrick. Addie Scalezi. Kaylee Salufo. And Alex Zimmerman. and Ann Campbell.
On the men's side, I would like to congratulate Lucas Arrivo, Casey, I'm going to go right through them, it's a big group. Casey Comer, Utstaf Despande, Troy Gallen, Jack Judge, Ville Lampinen, Andrew Marston, Chris Morris, Mike Morrow, Paul Power, Harry Purcell, Nathan Rodriguez, Henry Cease, Zach Swenson, Dylan Tarpey, Luis Vasquez, and Logan Wetzel.
Okay, next up, our head women's rowing coach, Carissa Adams, and our head football coach, Mark Ferrante.
Good evening. 4 years ago, I came to Villanova, and these student athletes entered, and they've been with me for 4 years, and I'm so proud to be able to announce them. They've really been integral to the development of this rowing team. And they're going to all be racing on Sunday in the conference championship, so if you can all keep them in your thoughts and prayers, we'd really appreciate it. So I'd like to introduce Catherine Bittler, Ellen Kayer, Lindsay Deervik, Elizabeth Haggerty, Claire O'Brien, and Kayla Rubin. Thank you.
It is an honor to be here tonight to introduce our football graduating senior student athletes, but I'd first like to just congratulate everyone in attendance tonight, all the senior student athletes, their families, friends, siblings, and so on. Congratulations to everybody here tonight. We also have a fairly large group, as you would imagine, with a football team, so I'll just call them up. Those in attendance, starting out with Isaiah Alicia, Simon Bengelis, Brandon Chadbourne, Ediemi Da Silva, Ben Evans, Aaron Forbes, Ethan Greenidge, Jafonte Johnson, Jarrett McClinton, DeAndre Pollard, Datrell Reed, Andrew Smith, Chucky Smith, Brian White, Julian Williams, and Andrew Wiley. Thank you.
Okay, next I'd like to welcome head swimming coach Rick Simpson, to present both the men's and the women's swimming and diving seniors, and head volleyball coach Josh Steinbeck to announce the volleyball seniors.
For women's swimming and diving, these women had the distinct honor of bringing home a championship trophy for all 4 years of their career here at Villanova. Samantha Churek, Alexa Fabry, Darby Goodwin, Erin Keaveney, Kathleen Miskowitz, Elise Paduti, and Taylor Wilson. Men's swimming and diving, we have two gentlemen graduating, two of probably the best leaders and students I've ever had the opportunity to work with. The first, as of tomorrow, will be Ensign Francis Garvey, United States Navy. Next, our future physician, Luke Sable.
Good evening. This class has been super special to me as well. They are the winningest class in the history of the program as far as winning percentage, as far as Big East tournament appearances, and began their careers with the first NCAA tournament appearance for our program since 1998. So super special group for me. So first, Emily Devine. Soon-to-be Marine, Michelle Matthews. Ashley Knight. Darcy Wolf. And Amanda started every single match in her entire career, Amanda Peterson Henry.
Okay, I embarrassed her once before. We're going to embarrass her again because she does mean so much to our department. Over the course of the last few years, anything I've asked this woman to do, she just takes it over the finish line with impeccable class. But more than anything else, she loves you guys. Truly, truly loves what she does and loves everything about you guys. And there's no better competitor on your behalf than Allison Vanella.
Thank you, Mark. Good evening. On behalf of the Athletics Department, I would like to take this opportunity to make two very special recognitions. First, I would like to honor and thank the senior members of the Student Athlete Advisory Committee. These 16 graduating seniors from the class of 2019 have dedicated countless hours to meetings, student athlete events, and community service projects, and have strengthened the student athlete community immensely during their time on campus. And they've also been lifesavers to me. We would like to thank these seniors for their commitment, enthusiasm, and support as representatives of their individual teams. As I call your name, please stand to be recognized and remain standing until all names are called. The graduating senior members of the Villanova University Student Athlete Advisory Committee include Nikki Cleary, Women's Track and Field, Kaylee White-Salufo, Women's Cross Country and Track and Field, Gina D'Antonio, Cheerleading, Lindsay Evans, Women's Tennis, Jack Judge, Men's Track and Field, Erin Keaveney, Women's Swimming and Diving, Erica Miller, Field Hockey, Claire O'Brien, women's rowing, Laura Przynski, women's lacrosse, JP Radvany, baseball, Zach Swenson, men's cross country and track and field, Katie Ward, field hockey, Taylor Wilson, women's swimming and diving, and Darcy Wolf, volleyball. Let's give these student athletes a big round of applause. I'd also like to take this opportunity to recognize our senior student athletes on the Villanova baseball team who are unable to join us tonight. The baseball team is currently competing in their final Big East Weekend Series at Creighton University in Omaha, Nebraska. Last weekend, the baseball seniors were recognized and presented their gift on behalf of the athletics department. The Villanova baseball seniors in the class of 2019 include Jason Applegate, Doug Demaray, Jake Esp, John Heilenbach, Zach Lutner, JP Radvany, and Jonathan Rosero. Let's give them a big round of applause.
Okay, we'll continue with the presentation of our senior watches. I ask that our softball coach, Bridget Orchard, come up to the stage, and assistant water polo coach, Mike Gordon.
Hi, congratulations to everybody. I'm so honored to be up here honoring our seniors. We have our 4 senior captains who have been absolutely amazing. I couldn't ask for more out of them. This is my first senior class, and I'm so proud to be up here to be honoring them. They are Lauren Hanna, Kendall Oman, Kaylee Smith, and Delaney Switzer.
Good evening. We have 3 seniors to represent Villanova women's water polo. They are Maria Breen, Shannon Paparella, and Kate Stenmoen.
Now I'd like to welcome our Associate Athletic Director for Business Operations, Brian Murray, who will announce our men's tennis seniors, and our head women's tennis coach, Steve Reininger, to the stage, who will present our women's tennis seniors.
Men's tennis, we have 1 graduating senior in a class of his own, Tommy Dodson. Come on, TD.
For women's tennis, we have our seniors, Lindsay Evans, they're making me laugh here, Ellie Zimmerman, and I'd like to also recognize that we had our best season ever, and I think it was due to their senior leadership, so great job, guys.
Okay, the next two teams to be presented are our cheerleading squad. Yeah, cheerleading. And our women's basketball. Please welcome head cheer coach Jamie Schroy and head women's basketball coach Harry Peretta.
Good evening. I'm honored to announce our cheerleading seniors who placed 7th in the nation at our national competition this past season. In addition to our cheerleading seniors, our mascot seniors as well. Our cheerleading seniors are Annie Alvarado, Gina D'Antonio, Erica Ferrara, Kelsey Glancy, Lizzie O'Hara, and Nicolette Winshoe. Our mascot seniors are Trevor Kerwer and John Timon.
Women's basketball, we only have one senior this year, but she played 3 positions, but Grace Stan is our only senior.
The next award to be presented are the 2018 and 19 Male and Female Sister Mary Margaret Cribben Awards. This award was established in 1985 to honor an outstanding male and female student athlete each year. The recipients of this award are described as a student athlete who unselfishly sacrifices time, effort, body, and soul to lead and motivate his or her teammates in excelling for Villanova University through inspiration. I'd like to invite head women's lacrosse coach Julie Young to the stage to present the 2018 and 19 Female Sister Cribben Award recipient.
Good evening. First, congratulations to all the seniors and your families. You guys have put in a lot of hard work over the 4 years, so you definitely are it's amazing to see you guys here at this point. Tonight, I want to introduce Julia Eriks as the female winner of the Sister Mary Margaret Cribben Award. Let me share your story. In Julia's freshman year, we had several seniors who played on defense, so Julia saw a little bit of action her freshman year. Knowing she wanted to make a bigger impact during her sophomore year, Julia worked extremely hard on her agilities and fitness during the summer. When she came back to school, she was ready to prove to everyone she was ready to step up. She was in great shape. We had our first few weeks of practice, and she was rocking it. However, we came to our first preseason tournament, and Julia tore her ACL. She got surgery over her fall break, and she began that long and tedious recovery. In the spring, she had a little minor setback where she had a stress fracture in tibia, which set her back now 6 more weeks where she couldn't do any PT. And with that, now she couldn't participate in fall ball. So with that, Julia, during that summer, knew that all she could do was really continue on that path once she got cleared to come back and just work hard. When she came back in the fall, she was able to work with the team during our fitness and agility sessions. She resolved not to miss a beat. She continued to work on her stick work, and she paid attention to every single drill, asking me, I think, a question after every rep. She came in and watched extra film. She wanted to know exactly what was happening in the defense. And in January, when she was fully cleared to play, she came out and crushed the fitness test, showing everyone how hard working she had been and that she was ready to play. All that extra time and effort she had put in outside the practice when she was injured paid off. As a junior, Julia played in every game and earned her starting spot in the middle of her season. Now, as a senior, I asked Julia to step up in a different way. In the fall, I wanted to change her defensive position to be at the crease because we just graduated our crease defenders. And now, after she had 1 season of playing, I now told her, we graduated a ton of seniors, and now I need you to focus on leading everyone else. Come to January, during one of our practices before our first game, we split up into attack and defense. The defense went out to the field, the attack was finished up the film. When I came out to practice, I heard Julia broke her nose. She was not there at that time when I saw her. I think she was already rushed off. But what I heard was we were doing a defensive drill and a pass, which a person was supposed to catch. They ducked, and it just nailed Julia straight in the goggles. But luck was on her side this time, with blood dripping everywhere. It was a clean break, and she asked, I just want to play in our first game against Duke, and she was able to. So luckily, I was like, this can't happen to her again. She's such a tough kid, and to go through that whole ACL and her setback with that, and then to break her nose, I was like, oh, geez. But we had her, and she had a great part in our season. She was a great leader, and she helped lead us to our season's best record. But from Julie's injuries, she had one of the most positive attitudes, and she showed the fierce commitment to play. And I have a lot of kids that get injured, but I always tell them Julia's story. When Julia was out, she got better. And then when she had the opportunity to play, she was ready. But this is just one piece of Julia's story. Knowing her effort and her soul gives you the complete picture. She's one of the sweetest people on and off the field. But on the field, she is also one of our most ferocious competitors. Every attacker complains of the bruises she gives in practice. Before our Georgetown game, our assistant coach, Hallie, went out to work on some 1v1 moves to the Georgetown players. After one session, Hallie showed her arm, and Julie's like, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to do that. But that was constant. Julie would strip the ball from you, she would intercept, she would knock you on the ground, and then the next section, she's like, are you okay? So she had that tenacious ability to play hard, but she also had the sweetness of being one of the most supportive teammates. The other funny thing about Julia is that she's a very down-to-earth person, friendly, easy to talk to, a bit clumsy. She just manages to be on time, thanks to her, I think, good roommates. And one of the things I love the most about her is her willingness to laugh at herself and share her stories. I've heard many stories about her cooking. Luckily, her apartment's still there. And on one of our bus trips home, we usually have an annual trip where the freshmen share a story about an embarrassment moment they had. And then we open the mic up, and here comes Julia right up to the front of the bus as a senior, and she has like 4 or 5 stories that happened just within months. Her teammates also grew very fond of her, so she developed a very close relationship with her warm-up group. And they decided that March 16th would be a national holiday for Julia Eriks. And it was before one of our games against Richmond, so they had her face on, I think, any advertisement that you could think of all over the locker room. They made her special shirts for her on senior day, and they got her personalized slippers for our Big East playoffs. And all this just shows how much she was loved by her teammates. So putting this all together completes the picture of someone who unselfishly inspires her teammate through body, effort, and soul to work harder, be kinder, and to never take yourself too seriously. She's an inspiration to her teammates and someone who, without the title of being a captain, had a huge hand in guiding our team to our best season. The role she had played on this team and the type of leader, teammate, and friend will never be forgotten. Players like her are a treasure, and we will miss her dearly. Congratulations. Doesn't her nose look great?
Congratulations again, Julie. Next, I'd like to invite our head football coach, Mark Ferrante, back to the stage to present our 2018-19 male recipient.
Thank you, Mark, and it's an honor to be back up here, and congratulations to everyone again. The Sister Mary Margaret Cribben Award. I've been here since 1987. This award, as you heard from Allison, started in 1985, so I was fortunate enough to know Sister Mary Margaret, and the student that we're nominating here definitely fits the description that Mark started out with to a T. Starting out on our team as a walk-on, coming in from California, you know, that's challenging enough for any freshman coming to school that far away from home and walking onto a program that has 90 members. But add joining the Navy ROTC program to that, and I'm not sure when he has time to do his schoolwork, to be honest with you. Often getting up early to run anywhere between 2 and 4 miles before we start our meetings and practice. And just to give you an idea, we start our meetings and practice at 6:30 in the morning, so I'm not sure what time he gets up to get 4-mile runs in and things of that nature before we start, but he sure enough does that, and that's almost a daily activity for him during our fall and spring practice sessions. Voted as a team leader in our off-season team competition that we have each year, voted and elected to part of our team leadership council that we have, serving on numerous question and answer panels for on and off campus visitors, volunteers his time through Allison more frequently to do things like going to Radnor Elementary and Middle School on reading days, or going to schools up in Bucks County. A number of our players go up there to do a NFL Play 60 event with middle school students up there as well. Volunteering through Coach Talley, just like all our team does, the bone marrow program every year, and also was a chair of a volunteer program for tutoring inner city children, and also led 2 Bible study programs on our campus. This young man also received Navy ROTC recognition in their spring program in April, receiving the Military Order of World Wars Strayer Scholarship. And we are fortunate enough to be inviting him back for his 5th year, so we'll have him for 1 more fall, which we're real excited about. So graduating this weekend with a GPA of over 3.6 in biology, coming back for his 5th year, the winner of this year's male Sister Mary Margaret Cribben Award is Chucky Smith.
As we continue with the presentation of our senior watches, I'd like to welcome to the stage head men's lacrosse coach Mike Corrado, head women's lacrosse coach Julie Young, and head women's soccer coach Chris McLean to present their seniors.
Hello again. I had a wonderful senior group. 2 back-to-back winning seasons, and they led us back to the Big East tournament again in program's history. So very excited to announce these seniors: Julia Eriks, Devin Brown, Olivia Gonzalez, Christine Graziano, Nicole Lee, Alexis Lighton, Carly Maida, Maggie O'Neill, and Laura Prasinski.
All right. As a old and proud graduate of the Villanova Navy ROTC program, I am really excited to see and hear about that we have 6 student athletes that are moving on and about to begin their military careers. And I just want to wish all of them the best of luck. You're about to embark on something that you have no idea what you're about to see. But I wish all of you the best of luck, and I'm really proud that you did what you did. All right. As for our team, the men's lacrosse program, this group of 11 seniors had an incredible 4-year run. I think the second best record over a course of 4 years in NCAA tournament berth. Some incredible program-changing wins, and thank them for their great effort over the past 4 seasons. And so I have a big group as well, 11, so if they would please come forward. Brendan Black, TJ Camizio, Fernando Delgado, Chris Donovan, Paul Egloff, Joey Fricaro, Andrew Galliu, Tim Hardy, Kevin Kelly, Roberto Locascio, and Nick Testa.
Last but not least, I have 5 great seniors that are huge for our program, and it's been amazing to watch them grow and evolve since the time I've been here. And I guarantee you that these 5 will be the pillars that really change this program for the future, and I'm very proud of them. So Jess Andrade, Rebecca Gardner, Noah Copeland, Addie Wallace, and Amanda Wilson.
Okay, each year the athletics department selects one member of the graduating class to be the featured speaker at this great event. This year, Laura Przinski, a senior on the women's lacrosse team, has been selected to speak on behalf of the entire class. If you want to talk about first impressions, I have one. And it was Laura, and it was in her freshman year, my first maybe month on the job, and I'm figuring out what the heck's going on around here. And she came in, and she wanted to talk about data analytics. She wanted to talk about the McKinsey Consulting Group. She wanted to talk about a global internship at Nike. She wanted to talk about rising through the ranks of our leadership. And I didn't have much to offer, so I listened. But I think as her career progressed, she was really reflective of so many of you. I realized at that time that it wasn't just about athletics, that we recruit student athletes here that want to succeed in every way, shape, and form. Laura's a native of McLean, Virginia, and will graduate this weekend with a Bachelor of Business Administration in Management Consulting and Data Analytics, as we discussed. Last summer, Laura interned at Nike in Beavertown, Oregon, on their global cross-category strategy team. Laura was the first ever Villanova student to intern at Nike. She's been all over the globe with Nike in different capacities. Laura has also served in numerous student leader roles across campus, including a student athlete advisory committee representative for 3 years and on the SAC leadership team her senior year. Let's give her a warm welcome, Laura Przinski.
Thank you. Good evening. Welcome, families, friends, coaches, the athletic department, and fellow student athletes. Thank you for coming to celebrate the class of 2019. I'm honored to speak on behalf of this senior class and to celebrate our accomplishments tonight. If you take a second to look around this room, we would not be here today without the support of these people. For many of us student athletes, having the opportunity to play the sport we love in college was the dream. It started when we were young and grew into something great when the people at home believed in us. The support from home continued on at Villanova. Here, we were all given the opportunity to represent this school across our chest as we competed every day. With the deepest gratitude, as a class, we thank everyone who has played a role in letting us live out this dream. As a class, we've seen many changes over our 4 years. Changes like the constant construction of new buildings for the university and for athletics, and changes that have put Villanova on the nation's map. It truly has made our time here a unique experience. We were challenged to adapt and grow while we lived in the construction zone. All of these changes have given us a better foundation. Our accomplishments as a class are unparalleled. With the continuous support and every resource at our fingertips, we're the class that does it all. On the field, court, track, or in the pool, as a class we competed. We learned to push ourselves to be the best. Not just for us, but for our team. We made history, breaking school records, conference records, and even making history at the national level, twice. We kept the tradition of winning, and we did it as a team. In the classroom, we were more than just athletes. We were challenged and constantly learning from some of the best professors and people. We were curious and dove deep into what we were passionate about. We learned to prioritize and balance our commitments. At our internships and at our jobs, we paved the way. We represented ourselves and our school, living out the values we were taught. Lastly, as teammates, we know the importance of commitment to a team. We know how to show up. For the past 4 years, we've showed up for those early morning practices, lifts, bus rides, and plane rides. We showed up to each other's games and matches to cheer on our friends. We showed up for each other when we were tested, when a teammate was sick or a loved one was lost. We learned to love. Look at everything we've got. Think about everything we've been able to do. We're impressive and have every reason to celebrate. Which is why at this time, I would like to take a moment to recognize and honor the many successes of this class. As the accomplishment is named, please stand to be recognized and remain standing until the end. If you or your team has won a national championship, please stand. If you were named an All-American, please stand. If you were a part of a team that appeared in an NCAA postseason tournament, please stand. If your team has made a Big East, CAA, MAC conference tournament over the last 4 years, please stand. If you were named to the Dean's List over the past 4 years, please stand. If you are one of the 291 senior student athletes who are named to the conference all-academic team, please stand. If you've volunteered to share your time and talents with the local community at any point over the last 4 years, please stand. Let us take a moment to look around the room and recognize the collective success of the class of 2019. Congratulations. You guys can be seated. We have only begun to build our legacy. I challenge myself and this class to build off of the foundation Villanova has given us, to carry what we have learned and to see what we can do with it. Thank you for everything you have given us. Now it is our turn to give back. Congratulations to the class of 2019. Thank you.
Great job, Laura. Each year, Villanova Athletics recognizes 2 outstanding student athletes from its graduating class, 1 male and 1 female. Senior are named Villanova's Senior Student Athletes of the Year, the highest honor Villanova Athletics bestows upon its student athletes. The two individuals we honor tonight have both excelled in the classroom and in competition. Individually, they've made significant contributions to their teams and to Villanova University as a whole. The winners have both participated in numerous service projects and have established themselves as true leaders on their teams and ultimate competitors as athletes. As representatives of the class of 2019, the two winners have exhibited a true passion for Villanova. They have led their individual teams to great success over the past 4 years, and their dedication and commitment to excellence will leave a lasting impact on their programs for many years to come. Our first award winner, and bear with me here, there's a lot to cover. The male recipient is a major in the School of Business. He double majors in marketing and business analytics. Currently holds a GPA of 3.84. He's been on the Dean's List every semester. He's had 3 4.0 GPA semesters. He's been 6 times on the AD's Honor Roll, Big East Academic All-American, All-Academic Team, Capital One Academic All-District, All-Academic Team Track and Field, All-Academic Team for Cross Country. He was the Big East Scholar Athlete of the Year. He gets it done in the classroom. Okay, how about this? A 3-time All-American, a 9-time Big East champion, a 12-time All-Big East performer, a 2-time Penn Relays champion, one of 41 runners from Villanova to run a sub-4-minute mile, accomplished this February of 2019. He ranks 8th on the Wildcats' all-time performance list in the mile, has been a first-team All-American indoors in both the mile and the DMR, was named Outstanding Track Performer at the 2019 Indoor Big East Championships. As a sophomore, became the first Villanova men's runner since 1982 to anchor 2 winning championship of American relayed in the same year at the Penn Relays. Named a Mid-Atlantic Athlete of the Year in 2018. Man, he's done it all, and can't thank him enough. I think you all might know who it is. Casey Comer, please turn your attention to the screen.
When you start peeling away the layers of the personality, you start to realize how incredibly motivated he is. So much so that it becomes the quintessential reason why he's so good. And if I had to predict that he would be this good when he was in high school, because I'd seen him in high school, I'd seen him run, I would have never predicted he was going to be this good. But within the first year of him being here, you discover the edge he has, you discover the personality he has, and all of a sudden you believe in him because of that inner intangible quality that very few athletes have. And I think that's present on the track, but it's also present in the classroom. He carries a 3.8 in the business school. He's very present when you start looking through grades and the end of semester progress. You can just see not only is he good off the track, but he's good both in the classroom and in the track and field arena.
I would see him just like working as hard as possible and doing every little thing possible to get to that next level and to be as successful and to be as strong on the track and strong in the classroom as possible. He has a never stop kind of engine. And I think you see that in his best performances, even on the track. Like at Penn last year, I think about, the way he won, not just more so how he did it, not just that he did it. He did it from the front and in control. And to win like that, it just takes like a relentless engine and just the will to win. He just wasn't going to get past that day.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. I don't know what to say. Like, I didn't know that I would be saying anything, but thank you is all I have to say. And, you know, Mr. Jackson tried to say, you know, he accomplished it all, and that's not true. We still have more work to do. As some of you know, a lot of us are still competing the next few weeks. You know, I just want to thank my teammates that are in the audience here and those that aren't, and everyone that I go to practice with and get to see every day, and that's made me better and makes me excited to wake up every morning. So thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Okay. Our female student athlete of the year also majored in the School of Business and Accountancy, double minor in business law and corporate governance and international business. She currently holds a 3.49 GPA, Dean's List, 3 semesters, 6-time AD honor roll recipient, Big East All-Academic Team for track and field, All-Academic Team for cross country, Philadelphia Inquirer Academic All-Area Team, track and cross country. She's a 6-time All-American, an 8-time Big East champion, 17 times All Big East performer, 7-time Penn Relay champion, 7 times. Ranked 2nd in school history in the 3,000 meters, 3rd in the mile, 6th in the 5,000 meters, and 8th in the 1,500 meters. Has a wealth of international experience, including running for Canada at the IAAF Under-20 Championships in Poland during the summer of 2016. She also has participated in the St. Thomas of Villanova Day of Service and has been a Special Olympics Fall Festival volunteer. Nicole Hutchinson, congratulations.
Nicole as an athlete, I think of just a great competitor. I mean, she really lines up and puts it all out there no matter what the situation. You know, I've always been impressed about how tough of a competitor she is.
Energetic. She always brings a lot of energy to the table, whether that's in practice or at a race. And she's also just very motivating at, again, both practice and races. She always brings that energy that inspires you to go out there and do your best. She's a great leader. She's awesome in races and practices, and she's always able to manage whatever pace is thrown at her, whether the race is taken out fast or slow or closes quickly, closes slowly. She's always there because she's a great competitor.
Yeah, I think Nicole is a great, example of a Villanova student athlete. She's a great student. She's graduating from the business school. She already has a job lined up. She had a job lined up in the fall. And I mean, she's ended up running this indoor season one of the fastest 3Ks we've ever had here at Villanova. We've had Olympians here. And she's right up there, I think number 2, fastest 3,000 meter runner that we've ever had. Once she's finished competing here, I think there's a big future for her. We definitely see her, going to the Olympics. She should choose to pursue that path. I mean, she definitely has that ability. I think there's a lot more in the tank for her. And, it's going to be fun to watch her grow.
Wow, I just want to say, like Casey said, just thank you. I'm really surprised and really honored to be getting this, and I just want to say it wouldn't be possible at all without the best teammates in the world and without the best coaches in the world. Gina, best coach ever, thank you. And my mom would kill me if I didn't say without the best parents in the world. So, thank you.
Let's give it up for Casey and Nicole one more time. Congratulations. Being a Division I athlete's really hard, right? It's a year-round proposition. You know, the expectations are heavy: strength and conditioning, off-season prep, film study, all the things that you do. In addition to being elite students, it's hard. It's really hard. And I'd like to think at Villanova we have a culture of caring that is a priority for us. And the person in charge of providing that is a wonderful friend to many of us in the room and helps guide me and helps guide all of us. And he's going to offer a benediction. Father Rob Hagan.
It's one of my favorite nights on campus. And it's just a real night to say thank you. And we love Villanova. Everybody here loves Villanova, and nobody represents Villanova better than our student athletes. And so we celebrate you, but we pray for you. Good and gracious God, we thank you for your call to serve. You challenge us to ask, to seek, and to knock. And we do so, trusting in your providential care and guidance. Bless these hard-working student athletes, their parents and families. Help them to find what they are searching for. Protect them. Lead them. Fill them with your undying spirit in all that they do. Let the many talents and gifts you have bestowed on them flourish and grow as they move forward into this beautiful world you have created. We thank you for so many blessings, most especially for the people and the friendship. Let us take what we have been given and boldly make a difference in people's lives the way you have made a difference in ours. And we make this prayer in your name. Amen.
Father Hagan, thank you. Okay, as we wrap up tonight, how about one more round of applause for all the parents, from the student athletes to your parents. Thank you. I'd personally like to thank everybody for joining in this celebration. It truly is the best night of the year for us. It's an honor and a privilege to be your athletic director. To the seniors, on behalf of the entire athletic department, again, congratulations. You are always, always welcome back. Once a Wildcat, always a Wildcat. We are going to have some refreshments behind us here in the O2 Club. But before we do this, we're going to institute a new tradition. Just because we want to end, sometimes it ends a little filtered. And tonight we're going to end with the fight song, okay? So I'd ask everybody, because everybody knows the words, right? Everybody knows the words? No, you don't. You don't know the words. So we're going to post the words up on the screen. Can everybody stand up? Let's sing this thing one last time together.
Going to Mars.